What is your actual brand? Most people are crystal clear about what a business is. If you are not consciously building your brand, your audience are silently making one for you. What comes to your mind when I say Ashirwad, Bingo, Vivel, Fiyama, Classmate, Notebooks? You don't have billions to throw on dozens of brands. You just got one shot. Your business must become a brand. A business reacts to trends. A brand shapes a culture. Every brand is a business. But not every business becomes a brand. No, my friend, you are not a brand. Your logo is just the tip of the iceberg, not the real story. Nike didn't become Nike just by having a swoosh. And that's how Nike became Nike. But you don't need billions to build a brand. Everything speaks your brand. And in a world full of options, people don't buy products. They buy trust. What's the biggest purpose behind your brand? You don't build a brand in one day, but you can start today. Do you know the difference between business or a brand? And if you just squinted a little or tilted your head thinking, wait, aren't they the same thing? Well, you are not alone. That tiny bit confusion, that's probably the single biggest reason why most businesses stay, well, just businesses. They hustle, they sell, they grow a little, and then one day they realize that they have built something forgettable. Let's fix that. Today, we will be discovering real differences between business and a brand, and why, if you are serious about long-term success, your energy should be flowing more towards building a brand and not just a business. So what is a brand, really? Let's start here. Because if we don't define what we are talking about, everything else is just a vague opinion. Most people think that brand is a logo, a color palette, a font, or maybe a tagline. And yeah, those are actually the pieces of a big puzzle. But your brand? What is your actual brand? A brand is a result. It's the gut feeling someone has when they see your name, or when they touch your product, or when they scroll past your Instagram post, or when they recommend you to a friend. It's your story, told without you having to say a word. Your brand is not what you say you are. It's about what others say that you are. Think of it like your reputation at college or school. You didn't get to define it. The way you showed up every day defined it. And branding? Branding is the art and science to define your reputation consciously. Now let's clear out the big confusion between a business and a brand. Here's where the mix-up happens. Most people are crystal clear about what a business is. They'll say, I run a graphic design agency, we sell a natural protein bar, or we sell homegrown dairy products. Great. That's your business. But your brand is how people feel about your protein bar. Now here's a kicker. If you are not consciously building your brand, your audience are silently making one for you. It's just that you are not in control of it. That's just like hosting a dinner party and never showing up at your own house. Now enough of the concepts. Let's make it real. Consider ITC Limited. Big company, giant business, multi-billion-dollar empire. But quick, tell me, what does ITC actually sell? Some of you might actually pause for a while. You've heard of ITC, but maybe you couldn't name a product right away. Now let's switch it up. What comes to your mind when I say Ashirwad, Bingo, Vivel, Fiyama, Classmate, Notebooks? Now suddenly the bell rings, right? Each of these sub-brands under the ITC umbrella has carved out a distinctive emotional connection with its audience. Ashirwad gives wholesome food, homely kitchen vibes. Bingo, quick snack, Gen Z energy. Fiyama is vibrant, refreshing, self-care oriented, and Classmate is your trusted study buddy. Now these are brands. So ITC, the business, is strong, but it's these individual brands that have heart share with the audience. Now what does this mean to you? If you are a small business, you can't afford to let your name be a mystery like ITC, right? You don't have billions to throw on dozens of brands. You just got one shot. And what that means is, your business must become a brand. Now let's pause here. Here's a question for you. Are you building a business or are you building a brand? A business sells and a brand connects. A business competes on price. A brand earns loyalty. A business reacts to trends. A brand shapes a culture. Look, there's nothing wrong with being just a business, right? Every brand is a business. But not every business becomes a brand. A business might get you money today, but a brand will give you money, impact, a long-term growth for today and the day after tomorrow as well. Okay, so I know what you will say next. How do I grow a brand if I'm still figuring out a business? I need money first, right? See, this isn't about choosing one over other. This is about building both, but with different mindsets. Let's see how. In short term, focus on value delivery. Your business should solve real problems. Give the audience what they want or need. This is your ticket of survival. While in long term, focus on meaningful impressions. Your brand should make them feel. It should linger. This is your ticket to thrive. Think of it this way. Your business is like planting seeds and your brand is like building the soil. Without healthy soil, those seeds won't grow. Now let's kill a huge myth that needs to die immediately. We've got a great logo. We are a brand now. No, my friend. You are not a brand. You've got a sticker, not a story. Your logo is just the tip of the iceberg, not the real story. Your brand is what lies beneath, how you speak, what values you stand for, the experience your customer has, your tone, your rhythm, your why. A great brand speaks before you do. Nike didn't become Nike just by having a swoosh. That swoosh became iconic because of the brand that they built around it. And the tagline, "Just do it," didn't just appear out of the thin air. They wanted something universal, something that cuts across age, race, background, and even sports. That line wasn't just marketing, it was mindset. And that's how Nike became Nike. Watch my full breakdown on Nike's slogan and how it shaped modern branding. The link is in the description. But I know what you will say next. Hey, I am not Nike. I am not Apple. I cannot afford all this. True, but you don't need billions to build a brand. You just need intention. Let's take an example. A small homegrown skincare brand. The business sells creams and soaps, but the brand might be about ancestral beauty and secrets, or zero waste living, or luxury wellness for everyday people. Every reel you post, every DM you reply to, every package you send out, everything speaks your brand. That's branding. Branding is in the details. And now you'll say, then how do I start building a brand? I'm there for you, don't worry. You don't build a brand in one day, but you can start today. Here's a quick roadmap. And by the way, you can check out my previous video where I go in depth with full startup branding guide. Also linked in the description. Check it out now. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And now coming back to the roadmap. Step 1. Know your why. What change are you trying to bring? What belief do you want to champion? Step 2. Define your voice. Are you playful, rebellious, quirky, elegant? Humanize your brand. Step 3. Be consistent, no matter what. In visuals, tones, messaging, everywhere. Consistency builds trust. Step 4. Create experiences, not just products. Remember, people forget features. They remember how you made them feel. Step 5. Listen and evolve. Great brands don't shout, they listen. And they respond with purpose. So my question to you is, are you building a business or are you building a brand? Because here's the truth. If you focus on building a brand, your business will flow. Your customers will come back. You'll be unforgettable, not just available like most businesses. A brand is your story, your reputation, and your promise. And in a world full of options, people don't buy products. They buy trust. They buy belief. They buy identity. They buy brands. And hey, if you are ready to stop just selling stuff and building a brand and start building something that is really meaningful, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, drop a comment telling me what's the biggest purpose behind your brand. Not what you sell, but why you started. What drives you? What do you believe in? What is the real reason that your brand exists? I would love to read your story. Let's build a community of purpose-driven people right here. See you in the next video.